you, very down to earth. I love how you talk, but I'm just speaking facts, and I don't want that to get confused with me being emotional over Monica. I just talk my facts. Like she just. And I wasn't coming at Monica. The only reason why she got me started with Monica is because she tried to say Monica is on the same level of Ashanti as Ashanti. That's what got me tight.
All right, yeah, that did get you tight, but like I said, it was two different types of music
that don't matter.
All right, yeah, Ashanti, she got hits. Like, I can't deny that.
Right, and influence. So it's more than hits, but she got hits.
But I was just comparing it to what I listen to, like, all the time, or a selection of females that I actually listen to and know their music. That's why I said what I said. Because I can listen to Ashanti, but I also could put on Monica and listen to Monica.
And I respect that.
So that's why I kind of compared the two.
Right.
But back to the females of the 90s and the females of
Turn that off, please.
Early 2000s. Females came out in the 90s, so I know everybody say...
Okay, so what I was saying was Monica's class is the 90s class. So when you think about the 90s, I said she wasn't top 10. And if she is top 10, she's literally number 10. But I highly doubt if she's in the top 10. But for Ashanti, the 2000s to 2010s, she's number 1. So it's like you can't like compare that. A number 1 versus a number 10.
I mean, okay.
That's just how I saw it. But so, Monica's elite.
So if you had to put like maybe a top 5 from the 90s, like what would your top, who would be in your top 5? What does your top 5 look like for female R&B singers from the 90s?
In order or no order?
You can put it in order.
Okay, in order it would be, number 1 would be Lauryn Hill. For me. Number 2 would be Mariah Carey.
Okay.
Number 3 would be Beyonce or Destiny's Child. But I'm
just female R&B groups, singular. But I mean, not female R&B groups, just female R&B singers, like solo.
Beyonce wasn't solo in the 90s, right?
No, she wasn't.
So I can't include her.
No.
Okay. So, Lauryn Hill, Mariah Carey. I would have to go with Aaliyah. Oh wait, okay. Let me retract that.
Yeah.
Number 1 is gonna go Lauryn Hill. For me. Number 2 for me is gonna go Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
For me, she's number 2.
I'm like, you said Aaliyah before Mary J. Shout out to Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah, but
yeah. So Mary gonna be 2. Then Mariah at 3. Then I will put Aaliyah at 4. And then 5, I will put Maya.
I mean, that's a good top 5.
Yeah, the 90s was lit. That's for me. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Like Tony?
Yeah, but that's why I said no. Tony is definitely in my top 5. So I'm going to take out Maya.
Yeah.
Tony's,
okay. Tony Braxton is in that top 5.
Yeah, actually, she's 4. I'm gonna put her ahead of Aaliyah.
Okay.
I am. So,
all right. Yeah. That was a good top 5.
Wait, I said Lauryn, Mary, Mariah, and then Tony. Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go with Aaliyah sitting at the 5th spot. That's my top 5.
That would be a great top 5.
Yeah. So you wouldn't argue that top 5?
No.
Okay, respectfully.
Yeah, I don't have no arguments with that top 5.
Respectfully.
That's definitely I can listen to the music like all the time.
Okay.
All right. So what about the females from the early 2000s? Well, do you feel like the music from the 90s was, I guess, better than those early 2000s?
I don't know. I feel like we would have to do a versus 90s versus 2000s.
Wow.
I do.
That would be a great ass versus.
Because I can't just make that call, because I feel like what I could say is the music from the 90s was more consistent. Like, I feel like if you was a star in the 90s and you made music, you had mad hits. I don't know why I feel that way, but, you know, but the 2000s has a very, very, very special part of my heart. So I can't really say that. Because when you talk about 2000s, you're talking about 90 to 99, 2000 to 2009.
Yeah.
Or 2010. Yeah. Well, 99.
Yeah.
Because then you have to include 2000. So.
Right. So 1990 to 1999. And 2000 to 2009.
I would say it's a tie. Just to be fair, off rip, they're a tie.
So who would your top 5 be for the 2000s?
Well, okay, so I'm going to go with, so I can't use any 90s artists, right?
No.
Okay, so Beyonce is number 1.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go with Ashanti.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go with, and let me be clear, before I even continue the list, let me just say this, like, I'm only saying Beyonce's number 1 out of respect. To me, Ashanti was number 1. You have to understand something. What gave Beyonce the status that she had is her longevity. And then the whole Jay-Z thing, and it's like, but I'm saying, like, Ashanti music to me hit harder than Beyonce's.
So you feel like Beyonce is the LeBron and Ashanti is the Michael Jordan?
Well, to call Ashanti Jordan is crazy. So, you know what I'm going to say?
But she's the number 1 for the 2000s.
Like, if you want to use that analogy, then yes. Meaning Ashanti really is the best, but they want you to think it's Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to use that analogy. But, you know, that can go either way. If you want my personal opinion, I'm going to put Ashanti number 1. Mm-hmm. Because I just like her music better from 2000 to 2009 than Beyonce's music from 2000 to 2009. I really do. Like, that's just me. But then again, I can't play with 04. That summer 03. Yeah. That Crazy in Love. Not Crazy in Love. The shit she came out with. That album with Jay-Z on it. When that Bonnie and Clyde. That was crazy.
Oh, Bonnie and Clyde.
That was crazy.
Okay.
That was crazy. But see, you have to understand something. I always take in consideration. That's when we spoke about Aaliyah earlier. I said, yo, I can't put Aaliyah over Ashanti because Aaliyah is like Kevin Durant to me. When Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, it's like, yeah, you're automatically gonna win a chip. Like, it's just not just you. So when you think about Aaliyah, it's like she had Timberland.
And I guess you could say R. Kelly.
And R. Kelly. So it's like, Ashanti had Irv Gotti and Ja Rule. Come on. Like, those are literally 2 niggas who just made it work. Like, nothing special about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Timberland got blessed by God himself. R. Kelly got blessed by God himself. Like, Ja Rule and Irv Gotti is just some hustling ass niggas. Like, that's just how I see them. And they really just got Ashanti, and she got blessed by God. Like, she was the only one who was blessed and just didn't have everything that the other girls had. Like, I feel like if she had all that, it'd have been scary, bro. That's
with
how
Ashanti.
It'd have been nasty work with Ashanti. If she would have had those super producers, super writers, super labels and all that, you understand? Murder Inc. is an independent label out of the hood. Like, them niggas got out the slums.
Yeah, but let's not forget Ashanti did write her own music.
Yeah, she did.
So.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, she's OD elite.
She is elite. She is. And Beyonce, 90% of her career is covers. 90% of her career is other songs that people already did. She just Beyonce them, which itself is a God-given talent. So I'm not gonna play with that, but you know what I'm saying, like. So anyway, Beyonce and Ashanti is flip-flop. Number one, number two, it depends on how you looking at it.
2-1 either way.
There you go. Shout out to Smack DVD.
Right. If you want to take the battle rap.
Shout out to Remy Ma. Shout out to RBE. All that. You know what I'm saying? But it's 2-1 either way for me. But so at 3, I'm gonna go Alicia Keys.
Mhm.
Let me see. At 4, for the 2000s, I gotta think. You said Missy was the 90s or the 2000s?
The 90s, I believe.
So Missy would definitely be number 6 in the 90s.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah. And she may be higher than that if I just thought a little harder. But she don't do R&B. See, Missy is in the same class as Lauryn Hill to me. The same genre, like.
Gotcha. It's like kind of rap, but it's still a little singing.
Yeah.
It's like in between. It's just, yeah.
Right. Oh, Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez. Low. Wow.
J-Lo, I'm sorry. Jenny from the Block, I'm sorry. You're in the top 5, whatever fucking year you came out. When she came out?
Jennifer Lopez.
I feel like in the 90s, though.
First album.
I feel like she was out in the 90s.
I think that she was out in the 90s too. Maybe like the literal last year of the, like I said, 1999.
She came out in 1999, right?
Yep. J-Lo came out in 1999.
Okay. So, I had Lauryn Hill, Mariah Carey. No, I had Lauryn Hill, Mary J., Mariah Carey, Toni Braxton, and then I had Aaliyah. I'm trying to think if I can move Aaliyah out for Jennifer Lopez. I'm really trying to see if I can move out Aaliyah for J-Lo. Damn. What you think? Can I move Aaliyah out for J-Lo or no?
Damn. I don't know. That's a tough one.
That is, right?
That really is a tough one. I don't know.
I'm gonna move Aaliyah out.
For J-Lo?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So you got...
But to not have Aaliyah in your top 5 is crazy.
Crazy. Well,
that's what I'm saying. We talking
10.
about Monica, like.
Yo.
To not have Aaliyah in my top 5 just don't feel right. But to not have J-Lo in it is wild.
Either way is wild. So I feel like that spot could go 2-1 either way, Aaliyah or J-Lo.
Okay.
Whichever you prefer.
Okay, but I want you to make it personal. Personally, is it Aaliyah or is it J-Lo?
Fuck. Damn.
You know what? I'm scoffing. It's Jennifer Lopez. We playing with her. I'm sorry, J-Lo. I'm sorry. It's J-Lo. I'm sorry. Because I'm telling you, like, out of all Aaliyah songs, that song Jennifer Lopez with LL Cool J is just different.
I know you was about to say that. LL Cool J.
You can't play with that song. You can't play with that song.
All right, so 2000 to 2009.
Damn, Aaliyah not in the top 5. Wow. Sorry, it is what it is.
2009.
So I had Ashanti, Beyonce, Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
That's the first 3 for me. Like, I don't give a fuck who you name. Those first three is not about to get played with.
And who else? You still got 2 more slots for 2000s to the 2009. Can't play Rihanna.
When she came out?
2005. Ciara.
Oh, Ciara's number 4. She is. Yeah. I'm sorry, Ciara. She's number 4. Word to my mother, she's number 4. To be honest. Sorry. You gotta understand something. Rihanna is elite and she's one of my favorite artists ever, but we talking about from 2000 to 2009. So
Ciara was
she's
that
not
big.
over Ciara from 2000 to 2009. She's just not. Ciara's number 4. And since you said Rihanna is number, I don't even know that. I don't even know if she's number 5, Rihanna.
Who else came out from
I feel like
2000?
somebody could be before her.
2000 to 2009.
I think from 2010 to 2020, Rihanna will probably be like number 1.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But we still got 1 more slot, but I don't know who belongs there. (2000 to 2009). Did Anne-Marie come out then?
Anne-Marie was fire too. Nivea was fire.
I think Carrie Hilson was out then too.
Yeah, I'd say Peter wrote her.
Yo.
So I'm not gonna play with her like that, but
We said Keisha Cole came out then too.
so Keisha Cole's number 5.
Yeah, 'cause I think Keisha Cole came out like 2005.
I would give Keisha Cole number 5. She's like that. For sure.
All right, so there we have it. The 90s versus the 2000s. So that would be Lauryn Hill. Who else you said?
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, Toni Braxton.
No, that Toni Braxton the 90s. Oh, we talking about the 90s, right?
90s,
Toni
yeah.
Braxton and
J-Lo
Jennifer Lopez.
versus Beyonce, Ashanti. Number 3 was
We should have like a board written it down.
I know. Beyonce, Ashanti, we said Alicia Keys. Number 4 was Ciara, and number 5 was Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole.
Damn.
Rip, now that I think about it, 90s win. They win. And they only win, and again, let me just make this statement real fast. I'm not using my emotions, even though I am using my emotions. Don't let that go over your head. But I'm just being real, okay? And the reason why the 90s would win is because the 2000s only got 1 week link. And that's maybe because we didn't do enough research, but I feel like just because Keisha Cole was in that 5th spot compared to J-Lo, it's clip. That's why they would lose, because she would be the weak link. Unless there's somebody that we're missing from the 2000s. And that's no shot against Keisha Cole, because I love Keisha Cole. I really do. But I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about the catalog. I'm talking about how the music made you feel. I'm talking about the impact. I'm talking about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, unless instead of Keisha Cole, you throw Rihanna in there.
Nah, I can't do that. Pond the River? Get the fuck out of here.
I knew you was about to say Pond the River.
Yeah,
I knew you was about to say Pond the River.
But I love that song, but come on, you know what I'm talking about. Like, what?
J-Lo versus Rihanna.
All right, bet. You know what? Since Okay. So if we talking about the artists in their whole catalog, okay, then we could take Keisha Cole out and put Rihanna at the fifth spot.
Right.
If we talking about their whole catalog, not just up to 2009. Because we doing that with Beyonce. So, like, all right, then Rihanna, then she wouldn't be in fifth place then.
Who, Rihanna?
Yeah, she's not fifth. She's not fifth.
So what? Beyonce, Ashanti, Rihanna?
From the 2000s?
Yeah.
Beyonce, Ashanti, Rihanna.
Then you gonna put Ciara?
Yeah. Then I'm put Ciara, and then I'm gonna put Alicia Keys. So that's the top five.
Okay.
Beyonce, Ashanti, Rihanna, Ciara, Alicia Keys. Now it's a fight.
Damn.
90s and 2000s. Now it's a fight.
The 90s top 5 versus 2000 top 5.
Right. 90s gonna win. It's actually not even a competition. I'm not really think about it. And I love some Ashanti. I love Beyonce. But it's like, during my life of consuming music, I haven't heard music better than that Lauryn Hill album. I just didn't.
God damn.
Ain't no female go in the studio. No female go in the studio and said the shit that she said. Even if you think about rap, even the 90s rappers, female rappers, is violating the 2000s. Just nobody's better than Lil' Kim. Nobody's better than Eve. Nobody.
Yeah, that one song with Eve, I just takes her to a whole nother level for me.
One song?
No, just one of her songs.
What song was that?
Love is Blind.
Yeah.
That song was crazy.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like, that song.
That was up there with Lauryn Hill music.
Yeah. That song was
That's what I'm saying.
fucking crazy.
Nobody's better than them.
Like, damn.
In that one song by Lil' Kim, she really is the queen of talking that shit.
Which said I get paid just for laying in the shade.
Yes.
And taking pictures with a glass of lemonade.
Fuck is you talking about?
Yo.
Y'all rock Versace and y'all went out and bought it. I rock Versace, you know I ain't paid for it. No, you can't play with her.
Nah, you can't play with Lil' Kim.
Nobody's over her. She's the greatest female rapper ever.
And it's crazy. I think Nicki had a line like that, something about I signed boobs.
I love that line. All I do inside boobs and be taking pics. I love that line by Nicki.
Yeah.
I love Nicki. You can't play with her.
You can't.
You can't.
But yeah, the 90s versus 2000s, it's just the 90s hit different.
Yeah, it do.
The 90s hit different.
90s win.
It's crazy.
You know what make it even crazier than that? Is that we didn't even get a chance to fully, like, feel the whole 90s. Think about it. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 89, the last year of the 80s. So by the time I was able to, like, start listening to the music, I was like 8.
Right.
So I got like the last 2 years, and it's like it's still not. I got the whole 2000, because by the time the 2000s came, I was on to the music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy.
Well, I'm definitely a old school baby when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Because my dad was DJing, he was playing the old school music, so I grew up on that.
Yeah, me too.
So it was just, something about the old school, it just talks to your soul, like you feel it.
So would you agree Lil' Kim is the best rapper number 1 overall?
Yes.
So who's number 2? Come on, Zara, don't do that. You know who number 2 is.
Because I'm thinking about, damn, Eve was fire.
Yeah, but she's number 3.
Yeah, so Nicki.
Nicki's number 2.
Yeah. Because that's the only thing I was thinking about. I'm just like...
And the only reason I'm saying she's number 2 because of the things that she's done. Because if we talk about just how music make you feel,